first up, this is Sandra, Early and Declan. Good morning. Just to remind you, Sandra, you were working on the Spirit nightclub in Abbey Street as a massage therapist.
That's right, yeah.
When Declan came in.
Yeah.
Second time, one thing led to another. 10 years ago, you have two little girls here.
Yeah.
At the moment, they are now looking absolutely beautiful. I wish you all the best. And who knows what will happen next if you win this, as you said. It could be third, who knows. Our second couple, Grace Hill and Michael. Welcome them. From Nate's, also there. Met on jury service, can you believe? Many's the time I have slinked out of jury service and well, not made up excuses, but produced the reasons why I couldn't do it. Who would have known? You know, I'll tell you, there'd be less people slinking out in future.
You get off, by the way.
Did he really? I was wondering. Let's see how that's going to go for you. And then finally, Declan McSweeney and Susan, all the way from Donegal. In Dublin the weekend of the All-Ireland, will you be able to get along to it? Or?
No, we're back up this evening. So.
If you have $7,500, make a bid on those tickets now, because we have them. You first approached Susan. Susan, you actually fell over when you saw Declan coming towards you. You were so excited. And Declan proposed in this very hotel just last weekend. And he put the ring in a chocolate box. James Bond is in the room with us. Incredible. So the very best of luck to all of you. You know the way this works. We've put literally the classic Mr. and Mrs. questions, and we sent your husband to be off to one room. They answer the same question. So we want to see now basically if your answer is tally. That's really what it comes down to. So Sandra and Declan, I'm going to start with you first. And we asked you this question. Your partner's life depends on having to passionately kiss one of the following men. Which would you pick? Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, David Beckham, or George Clooney? What did you say, Sam?
David Beckham.
You did say David Beckham. And I'm afraid that's what he said as well. I was so convinced it would be the wrong answer. I started with, and I'm afraid. I can guarantee that if Audrey and I do this, there'd be 5 wrong answers. There'd be no question about it. So, question number 2. You've given your partner a voucher. Which of these things would he buy? A sports DVD, 1,000 great goals, a hotel shade, some really decent steaks, or an item of trendy clothing? What do you think he was going to say?
DVD for goals.
Right, and what he actually said was an item of trendy clothing.
No, he's not.
Waking up now. Your partner is trapped in a lift. Which of these people would you prefer to be trapped in a lift with? Brian McFadden, Jedward, Twink, or the cast of Glee?
Cast of Glee?
Cast of Glee. He's recoiling backwards. He's saying he'd like to be trapped in a lift with Jedward. Is he mad? Right. Declan has to sing karaoke at an event. Which song will he sing? Must Be Love by Roxette, Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre, World of Your Own by Westlife, or You're Beautiful by James Blunt? You said?
You're Beautiful.
And he said, It Must Have Been Love by Roxette! Yeah, they were hard choices though, you know, you were up against it really there. It wasn't easy. I mean, the right answer would have been, I wouldn't sing any of those songs. Well, it should have been on the card really. So, over now to, you're on score 1 so far. You've won a holiday voucher to one of the following. It's your final question. Your partner must choose, Declan must choose, either a weekend in Las Vegas, an island in the Mediterranean, a fortnight in Vietnam, or a week in Dubai. Which one did you think you were?
Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean! At the end of that, you've got 2 correct answers. Now, I will say one thing, we've done quizzes in this show before, and sometimes people have won with no right answers. It's not unknown in radio, I'll tell you. Sometimes you wonder if people ever met. So, put a number 2 there, and we're number safe, and we move over now to Grace and Mike. Well, you feeling confident after that?
tell you, the nation hold its breath. He's dead if these aren't alright.
We've done the same questions to you. So the first question was, Michael's life depends on Michael having to passionately kiss one of the following men. How would you be with that, Michael? That's a matter of interest, just the concept.
No, that'd be a no-go.
Grace's life depends on it.
Okay, yeah.
Right, you have to pick the least worst option. Really. So the options were Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, David Beckham, and George Beckham. Which one did you go for, Grace?
Bradley Cooper.
You went for Bradley Cooper, yeah. And Michael went for Bradley Cooper. The second one was the voucher one. You've given your partner a voucher. Which of these would you buy? A sports DVD, the Hotel shave, really decent steaks, or an item with trendy clothes? Which one did you go with?
An item of trendy clothes.
And you went with an item of trendy clothing. 2 out of 2. Very well. Michael is trapped in a lift. Which of these people do you prefer trapped in a lift with? Brian McFadden, Jedward, Twink, or the cast of Glee? Which one did you say?
Absolutely none of them, but I think we had to for the crack Jedward.
Here we go, Jedward. And Michael actually said the cast of Glee.
He hates me!
There must be something in the cast of Glee that appeals to him.
Yeah, I am, you know.
Michael has to sing at a karaoke event. Have you sung at karaoke events?
Grace forces me to sing. Not very well.
Do you have any? What's your standard? What's your best song?
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi, really?
Yeah.
Sadly, Bon Jovi not on the list. You have to choose from It Must Have Been Love by Roxette, Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre, World of Her Own by Westlife, Where You're Beautiful, and Grace, you said.
Peter Andre, Mysterious Girl.
Any reason why you said that?
Yeah, but he hates any of them. Like, Westlife,
and
he
rightly
hates
so.
them.
I can't give you a bonus point, but well, I should, but I can't give you a bonus point. But why Peter Andre?
I don't know, I just thought if I had to be one, that would be the only one he would possibly sing. He hates You're Beautiful, and I don't think he'd sing worth say.
He doesn't hate it that much. He picked You're Beautiful. You're still on 2. It's all hinging now on the last question. This is the holiday voucher to one of the following destinations, right? So Michael has to choose a weekend in Las Vegas, an island in the Mediterranean, a fortnight in Vietnam, a week in Dubai. The way you're looking at the moment, I think you want him to take this trip on his own. Which do you think he chose?
Mediterranean.
And he chose. Do you want to tell him? A weekend in Las Vegas.
And I want to go to Las Vegas, he just wants to go to
Well, that's going to be organised for you very shortly. So you see, you're still in the game. It's 2-all at this stage. We do have a tie break just in case it all. It's still 2-all. A little bit later on. The prize. I've been asked to remind you, whoever gets this at the end, it's the wedding package here at the Clyde Port. It's red carpet, Prosecco drinks and reception, the Grosvenor suite, 3-course seasonal menu, tea, coffee, personalised menu, table plan, the whole 9 yards essentially. €1,000 voucher to the Stafford Bridal Wear, Maria Collins diamonds, 2 matching wedding bands, formal wear, cars, everything really. So it's all there. So we only have one couple left, and that is Susan and Declan. How are we feeling down there now?
But nervous now.
Susan, have you recovered from Keith Barrett?
Not really.
That was absolutely scary, wasn't it? Unbelievable.
Still a bit shaky.
I was looking over and I could see what he was writing, and I just couldn't believe it. I don't know how the man does it. So, let's see if more divine intervention comes into play for this, right? It's the same questions again. We asked Declan, your partner's life depends on having to passionately kiss one of the following. Which would you go for? Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, David Beckham, or George Clooney? Which do you think Declan said?
George Clooney.
And I'll tell you now what he actually said. It was George Clooney. George
I
Clooney.
actually answered the questions that thinking that Susan was being asked who would she use.
I knew he'd do that too, Tom.
Yeah. It's a good strategy, right? I was looking through that. Generally, would we all kind of go towards George Clooney if we had to? All of the men are saying they'd go with George Clooney. Over to number 2 now. You're giving your partner a voucher. Which of these do you think he'd buy? Sports DVD, hot towel shave, some really decent steaks, or a night in trendy clothes? What do you think he said?
Sticks.
You actually said, I'm not going to be changing your answer now. According to this, you did, yeah. You did say a night in a trendy clothes.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, you did say a night in a trendy clothes, which is just as well you did. Yes, that's what he said. You're all on 2 now. They have 3 questions left. Your partner is trapped in a lift. Which of the following do you think Declan would prefer to trap the lift with? Brian McFadden, Jedward, Twink, or the cast of Glee? What do you think he said?
Jedward.
He said Brian McFadden. Could all still be on 2. We could be here this time tomorrow, lads. We have another set of questions. Your partner has to sing karaoke at an event. Which song do you think he'd sing? It Must Be Love by Roxette, Mysterious Girl by Peter Andre, Word Your Own by Westlife, or You're Beautiful by James Blunt? Which one do you think?
James Blunt.
Why do you think James Blunt?
I don't know. He doesn't like any of them really.
But he'd settle with that one, most likely to know it. I'll tell you what he said. It Must Be Love by Roxette. Alright, down to your final question. You've won a holiday voucher to one of the following and your partner must choose. Is it a weekend in Las Vegas, an island in the Mediterranean, a fortnight in Vietnam, or a week in Dubai? Which one do you think he said?
Vegas.
I'll tell you what he said. He said, a weekend in Vegas. Absolutely brilliant. Looks like Keith Barry worked with his little divine intervention at the end of that. You've won an absolutely fabulous prize. Hope you got it. Have you any idea when you might take that, or have you no rush?
I don't know yet.
Well done to you. Listen, thanks very much to you. Good news to you as well. There is a runner-up prize as well. You're going to win an overnight stay in a deluxe guest room with a complimentary drink at the Clyde Bar on arrival. Bottle of chilled Prosecco in your room when you get there. A 4th-course dinner in a magnificent Clyde restaurant. Full Irish breakfast the next day. Late checkout, free parking. So you will have nice